Hello, Joy. And hello, Larry. Um, I finally found something that's going to work for you to help pay for those hospital co-pays and ambulance co-pays, plus a bunch of other stuff. I think you're going to like this. Here, let me give you an example of this might work. Let's say you had a stroke and had to be taken to the hospital, and after about 2, 3 days, maybe 4 days, they released you because they don't keep you that long. But during this COVID thing, you never know, and you had to go home. But you need to get some maybe physical therapy or speech therapy, something along that line. Well, how are you going to pay for it? Well, even though Medicare does pay for you to go to a skilled nursing facility, they don't necessarily pay for somebody to come to your home. Now, Medicare only covers you for days 1 through 21. After that, you got to pay a bunch of money out of your own pocket. But let's see if I can find a way to get you some money to pay for that makes more sense. Now, the odds of you needing this kind of benefit, Larry, is about 70% at your age of 79 years old. Now, because of this pandemic, you don't want to be having to go into a hospital or even a skilled nursing facility because you can even get sicker there. And most people would rather recover at home, obviously. So that's what this is going to do for you. Now, the money you're going to be getting is going to be paid directly to you, and the money is also tax free, so it won't mess with your Social Security. Now, here's a good way to offset the monthly premiums. They give back $10 every time you get a prescription refilled, and I know Larry takes 9 prescriptions. And this is for a total up to $600 per year, which Larry will max out. So he's going to get back $600 to help offset that monthly premium. Now, the option I picked for you is the Plan C. And what that's going to do, it's going to pay you up to $450 per day to help pay these benefits. And this is for a minimum of 360 days. And it'll pay for all those benefits, like I was saying. It could be speech therapy, physical therapy, medical social services, etc. Just kind of take a peek at that list. So, again, that's up to $450 per day. And don't forget, the odds of using that, it's about 70% of using that money. Now, on top of that, it's also going to pay you $120 a day if you need to have a home health aide worker come in and maybe give Joy a break. For instance, if she wanted to go run around with some of her girlfriends or go to the store, you can have someone come over to kind of make sure you're doing all right, maybe fix your lunch, or just if you have some trouble getting around, they can help you do that. And again, they'll pay you up to $120 per day to help pay that professional. Now, Joy, I know you realize now that the new policy is going to be you pay co-pays for days 1 through 6 when you go to the hospital. So going back to that thing, if you are in the hospital, this also has a way to pay for that. It's going to pay you $300 per day for days 1 through 6 for hospital stays. And it's also going to give you $200 per ambulance ride. So that's going to offset those hospital room stays and the ambulance co-pay costs. And now here's the good news, Larry. Like I was saying, you can qualify for this thing because there's only really 3 questions. One of them, are you in a nursing home? 2, do you need help with bathing or anything along like that? You don't. Or, are you replacing insurance? We are not replacing insurance. This pays on top of your other insurance, so you actually qualify for this plan. So let's go ahead and total up the cash benefits that we're getting. You're going to get paid up to $450 a day, and that's for a total, and that's for a minimum of 360 days. So, as an example, if you use 360 days, they would pay you back $162,000. Well, let's say you only used it for 20 days. Well, it'll pay you back $9,000. And the hospital room copay that you're on the hook for, well, it's going to pay you $300 a day for those 6 days. That's $1,800. And of course, again, it's going to be paying you that $200 for the ambulance ride. Now, you're probably thinking this thing's pretty expensive when you're talking $162,000 in hospital rooms and ambulances and home health aid workers, etc., things you're actually going to use. So the big question is, well, how much? Now, Larry, at your age of 79, even with your pre-existing conditions, like I said before, you qualify for this plan. In fact, it's the only plan that I have that you qualify for. So it's pretty cheap. So that would be $155 per month, but that's before the reimbursement you're going to get for your drugs. So after you get that $600 rebate, that brings it down to a net of only $105 a month to get all those benefits, and you qualify for it. So again, Joy was hoping we could find something for you to take care of those unexpected costs. Not only did we do that, but we actually got you something else that you can use if you need some help at home. Anyway, I hope this helps, but we will talk on the phone. I just thought this would kind of make it easier for you to understand. So I'll be calling you. Talk to you soon.